Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Factor 92.3 Nigeria Info and Her Input Haircut. I'm Dio. 12 minutes gone past 3 p.m. and it's good to be here. It is actually, and I know I've said that like a billion times, but it is true. It feels good to be here every time. Don't get me wrong. It's tedious. It's tough being here. It is. It's a lot of work actually. It's not just talk. People think I'm just talking there now. It's not just talk. It's plenty of work, and I'm not getting paid as much as I need to. Really, I believe I'm grossly underpaid. But in spite of that, it's great to be here. It feels great being here every single time, because as some persons have come to describe it, we're talking for development. And I'm very, I don't know how or why, but somehow I feel very much what's the word I'm looking for right now? I feel very much involved with that, for lack of a better choice of word right now. There's another word that's swirling in my head, but I can't find it. But anyways, I feel very much concerned about that. Very much involved, as you should as well, by the way. Anyways, I hope you've had a fine day today. I definitely have, and I look forward to today's conversation. So from now till about 7, we'll keep it going. A few matters we're going to be addressing. I'll intimate to you as to what those are shortly, but I do very much hope that in spite of the vicissitudes you have to contend with as a Nigerian living in this country, that you're doing better than most. I really feel so, hope so rather. Welcome once again. So I've got side comments coming up shortly, random stories, random thoughts, stuff that came across earlier today as I checked out the news, and a reminder, they will not be discussed at this time, even though somebody was still calling anyway to say something about that, and I will cut the call as the person starts, and I will politely say that no, we're not discussing that at this time. There is a 90% chance that will happen. It's not 100%, as I'm not clairvoyant, but these things have been known to happen because that's how we do it here. But it's cool nonetheless. So side comments once again, and then we've got today's let's see, what is it, we got I've got a rant as well, something in my mind. I've expressed some thoughts on it. You're welcome to express your thoughts and mine all the way to 4 p.m. At 4 we got the business news coming up. Yes, we do. And let's see. Oh, after that, do you trust the police? I know it sounds like a rhetorical question. I know, but I'm not trying to be me. Whatever that means, actually, whatever that means, I really do feel it's important to ask that question, and not for my sake. Maybe a little for your sake, but mostly for the sake of the police themselves. I think that it's very important for the police to hear what the people think about them, what the people think of them. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced. I'm not even trying to, encourage any kind of prejudice as well against the police. I want you to express yourself. And it comes on the heels. It comes on the heels of a story on our news from earlier on, and the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 16, AIG Austin Agbonlao. AIG. He's done well for himself. AIG Austin Agbonlao. For Agbonlao, for Mr. Austin Agbonlao to rise to the position of AIG, he's been there, done that. He's got several t-shirts. I mean, he's seen it all. Possibly highly and well decorated police officer. Several trainings home and abroad, overseas, Maybe even international missions as well. He's seen it all. He's seen it all. So AIG Austin Agbonlao, from his very high position in the police force, and very fancy office, I guess, and not just talking about his position or his title. I imagine his office is a nice one. He's urged the public to, without fear, provide credible information to the police to enable them fight crime. AIG Austin Agbolao is urging the public to, without fear, don't be afraid, provide credible information to the police to enable them fight crime. AIG Agbolao, AIG, made the call during an event organized by honoring members of the Police Officers Mess Port Harcourt. And he promised, the AIG Agbolao promised, yep, he does make promises. He promised that the identities of those who give police information will always be protected. Let's hear what AIG Agbolao, Austin Agbolao, had to say in his promise-making or during his epic-making, promise-making moment. Here it is, I believe.
You can support the police in so many ways, not only financial matters, through information at different levels. It must not be at the CP's office alone, from the division, from even the outpost. Everywhere I have talked, many people have that belief, which I say contains something of the past, that they don't have confidence, or they tell the police anything, they will leak their identity. Gentlemen, we have gone beyond that level. At least at this digital level, you don't need to even see you, don't need to know your identity. Just pass your information across. Action will be taken.
Action will be taken. Yep. I mean, yeah, you should be able to take that to the bank, right? AIG Austin Agbolao has spoken. AIG Austin Agbolao. Now, do you believe? What I'm asking is very simple. Do you trust AIG Austin Agbolao? Do you trust him? Do you believe the very fancy, nice words that he just said? And by extension, what I'm actually asking is, do you believe the Nigeria Police Force? And especially if you're in River State, do you believe the Nigeria Police Force River State Command? That you can just provide or simply provide credible information to the police that will help them fight crime without being afraid, as AIG Austin Agbolao would have you believe, or as he is trying to urge you to do. So I'll be asking you that, and feel free to express yourself on that matter in the 4 o'clock hour after the business news all the way to 5 p.m. And I sincerely, I strongly hope that the police are going to, I mean, they always listen. I want to believe that the police actually has an intelligence gathering unit. I'm not talking about the intelligence that they have whenever innocent, right-thinking, law-abiding civilians want to protest against the ineptitude of governance or government. Not that kind of intelligence report they always have, that hoodlums are going to hijack it. Not that one. I mean, I think I'd like to believe they actually have an actual intelligence department, which implies that they listen, they gather information. And what better way to gather? I mean, I'm sure there are very many ways to gather credible information, but one such way, I believe strongly, would be to monitor media outfits, to monitor broadcast, especially broadcast stations, as you know, information goes out, and more often than not, as with Nigeria Info, there is immediate feedback during our interactive discussions here. So I'd like to think that they monitor. So I very much sincerely hope that their intelligence unit are going to be listening at least during that, or paying close attention in the 4 o'clock hour. And I hope that they're going to radio Roger Radio, the CP himself, Eboka Friday, aka the versatile one. I hope he's going to listen also, because the 4 o'clock hour is for you guys in the police force to get some feedback. That's assuming that you actually care about it, as AIG Austin Agbolao has suggested. So you can hear for yourself firsthand what the residents of River State and other persons in other parts of the country where they might be listening from, and even outside the country as well, think of you. This is feedback. This is This is first-hand feedback. So that comes up in the 4 o'clock hour. Takes us to 5. 5, we've got the news update coming up. And let's see what happens then. Oh, yeah. Updates on the River State Neighborhood Watch. There's been a lot of brouhaha about the River State Neighborhood Watch. So you might say today's edition of Hard Facts is concerned a lot about security matters. The River State Neighborhood Watch. Recently, we have that officials of the River State Neighborhood Watch Agency have been deployed to several parts of River State, different all the local government areas, and there have been a lot of questions being asked by people who should know about the readiness of this agency and the preparedness of this agency to tackle security challenges within the state. We're looking at that on the show again today. My guest in that hour will be Charles Inkotaria, Security Analyst and Project Coordinator of Homeland Awareness and Sensitization Initiative, Team HASI, will be my guest in the 5 o'clock hour. Headlines 5:30, major news at 6 p.m. and open season afterwards. If you missed out on something discussed on the show, I'll take your thoughts during that period. So that's the show today. Any changes you will find out, simply stay tuned. Alright, so let's get straight to the conversation right now, starting with today's side comments. Random stories, random thoughts that caught my attention earlier on today. So many issues about the police, but maybe that will come up later on the show today. It will come up later on. However, the Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi, says Nigeria is in a critical situation following the insecurity in the country. He said this during the National Security and Defense Summit held at the National Defense College in Abuja. The minister also called for support from civilians and other major stakeholders. You know, I wish that Nigerian leaders, whether elected or appointed persons, will stop rehashing the problems of Nigerians to Nigerians. Nigerians know what the problems are. We know. Is it news to Nigerians that the country is in a critical situation, security-wise? No, it's not. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Defense. There's a level where you are both honorable and excellency. It's remarkable stuff in Nigeria. Incredible, really. So, is Honorable the Excellency Minister. Nigerians, Major General Bashir Magashi, Nigerians know that the situation security-wise is critical. When what Nigerians don't know, I suppose, is how you intend to address it, how you intend to tackle it. That's beyond the regular rhetorics that Nigerians have become all too accustomed to. Rhetoric such like, we are on top of the matter. We are on the situation. The federal government is addressing it. The IGP has given marching orders. The Chief of Army Staff has issued directives. The presidency has given command and other such rhetorics, basically. And parents of the abducted student of the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Mando in Kaduna State, have given a 48 hours ultimatum for the state and federal governments to rescue their children. The parents in tears appealed to the United Nations, Nigerian Bar Association, academic staff of universities, Nigerians, as well as world leaders, to prevail on the state and federal governments to ensure the speedy rescue of their children from the bandits. The only thing left for Nigerians to do right now is to appeal to the International Organization of Vulcanizers, International Association of Bread Makers, not forgetting the International Union of Fufu Producers, and not neglecting or negating the Association Worldwide of Agbalumo Producers. Because, I mean, you have to appeal to some person. If the people whose primary responsibility it is to deal with the issues don't, you have to appeal to some person. Even Nigeria's leaders also call on international community. So I mean, even the leaders themselves call on international community. So would it be should it come as a surprise, a shock, if Nigerians start to call on the Association of Worldwide Producers of Agbalumo to come to our aid, to address the issues that bedeviling this country, really. And I was watching a TV program earlier a news TV program earlier this morning, and some person representing the government in Kaduna State, and questions were being asked, and the Kaduna State government or the representatives there don't even think it necessary to communicate with the parents of these students. It's alarming. And the rep was saying, hey, you see, there's the security advisor. If anybody wants to know the information, let them contact the government is trying. The government is doing. You see, the government is doing things. We cannot be saying the things that the government is doing here. This is a security matter. We cannot be saying it here. And then somebody said, but sir, how about the parents? Shouldn't they? Yeah, you see, the security advisor is in charge. If anybody needs information, they should contact the security advisor. You see, that's it. That is it. That is it. That is it. So the government don't even understand that they need to be in constant communication with the parents. They do not feel the need. And then somebody else was saying, you see, these are different times in this country. About 20 years ago, we didn't know these things. So even for this program now, we are learning. So the government needed a program on primetime TV this morning to realize that they need to identify with and constantly communicate with parents of abducted children in this country. Yes, that is it. That is it. That is it. Members of the House of Reps ad hoc committee have summoned the CBN governor, George Emefiele, and the Army Chief Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru over arms purchase after they failed to honor an earlier invitation extended to them to appear before them on Monday. To answer questions relating to the purchase of arms for the security agencies. Now, the motion for the summon was moved. I'm telling you, it was moved very strongly, I suppose, by a lawmaker, Bede Eken, who was furious that the army chief ignored their summons for a second time. How dare he? How dare the army chief ignore honorables? How dare he? How dare he? But here's what the furious lawmaker had to say in expressing his fury. Not that he's Nick Fury, not to be confused with Nick Fury, but here's what he had to say.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, we told him that the Chief of Army Staff should appear in person, at least to come and deposit the documents requested by this committee, because he is the man in charge of that agency. Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, CBN has been a problem to this House, and they cannot, because we approved their budget, they cannot operate the way they are operating, and this House will keep quiet.
Mr. Chairman, we will resist it, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, wait, hold on, let me get my... Mr. Chairman, we will not take it. Mr. Chairman. See, we will not approve. Wait. We have approved it already. We will not take it after we have approved it, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. They must tell us. He must tell. Oh, he didn't come again. Mr. Chairman, he didn't come again. Let's invite him for this is the seventh time. Let's a resolution of the House, Mr. Chairman. Let's invite him again. Well, thereafter, the lawmakers passed a resolution to summon Atahiru and Emefiele to appear before them April 7, 2021. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman. And of course, I imagine the eyes had it. Like they did. Like the eyes had it the previous times that they were invited. And I suspect that on April 7, there might be another no-show, and there will be another Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chair. This house will not accept it. We will resist it, Mr. Chairman. And the eyes, of course, will have it again. I think I should be wrapping up today's side comments right now. But finally, in my capacity as the self-appointed, was there something else? Maybe not. My capacity as self-appointed senior special advisor to the River State Governor on reminding His Excellency of critical matters. Your Excellency, sir, if it pleases you, if I may, teach us in the under the auspices of or teach us in the employ of demonstration schools in River State have not been paid for like 5 years now. Your Excellency, they don't even have money to use the flyover now. So that's the problem, Your Excellency. I suspect that some of them, at least, not all of them are unloyal. Some of them appreciate the flyover, Your Excellency. For some of them have been thanking you in their various personal, private locations for all the flyovers you've been doing. But the problem now is that they don't even have money to use the flyovers. They cannot buy fuel in their vehicles or fix their vehicles so they can use the flyovers. They don't even have money for transport. They can't even go long distances that will require them using the flyovers, because once again, they've not been paid for about 5 years. In spite of a National Industrial Court ruling judgment order, if you pick whichever one you will, Your Excellency, directing your government to pay them, but they've not been paid, Your Excellency. Let's forget the fact that they came on radio, Your Excellency. Some other people are too exuberant. They like to misbehave sometimes. But you are owing them, sir. So let's pay them their salaries, Your Excellency. Also, let's work on education, especially basic education in River State. It's a terrible situation. It's in a terrible state. It needs to be fixed, Your Excellency. Let's work on that. Let's address it. All right, so that's it for today's side comments. And by the way, Your Excellency, we're still keeping an eye on the situation with discussions between Labour and your government, the Tripartite Committee on minimum wage implementation, pensions, gratuities, all of that. I don't want to remind Your Excellency on that yet because discussions are ongoing. So we're going to leave that one just for a while. Alright, so that's it for some break now. And I read okay, sorry, I just seen some comments on WhatsApp. I go on a break now, return shortly. Today's round comes up afterwards. Please stay with us.
Keeping up with political issues and developments around you only on Nigeria Info.
To thrive in a fast-changing world.
Tune in to 92.3 Nigeria Info for the best of news, talk and sports 24/7.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
Are you running late and can't make it down to our Room OC office to book your commercials? Don't worry, because you can take advantage of our marketing office inside Port Harcourt to book your commercials. It is located at Shop 9 Mediatrix of All Graces Plaza, opposite FIRS Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. You can also call our sales rep on 0817 001 8162. That's 0817 001 8162.
And now, Hard Facts.
Hard Facts with Dion.
Hello, welcome back. Still Hot Factor 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio, and I'd like to rant for just a bit. I've got something in my mind. I'd like to express some thought on it. You're welcome to express your thoughts and mine all the way till 4 p.m. And yes, I know many times I do sound like a broken record. I'll be the first to admit that. But today's rant, unfortunately, but inextricably, has to do with the Nigeria police force. Oh yes, it does. I mean, I don't take any delight in talking about the atrocities and the ineptitude of the Nigeria police force. I don't take any delight in that. But unfortunately, as has been alleged at different times, I'm going to be attempting to quote unquote demoralize the police today. Yeah, well, when after all, they spend almost every waking thought demoralizing Nigerians. So I'm sure they should be able to handle a few moments, an hour or so, every other day, attempt at demoralizing them. Considering how much effort they put into demoralizing Nigerians, they can handle it. You should be able to handle it. Officer in charge. Gallant officer. Now, this story caught my attention earlier today, and I think there's been at least one discussion on the matter on Nigeria Info today. A bold driver in Port Harcourt, Loki, Onisokumen, has narrated his ordeal in the hands of a police tactical unit. You see, we have gone beyond SARS now. We have now gone beyond the crackheads at the e-crack team. We are now at the IGP tactical unit. Yeah, that's the level we're operating on now. The IGP tactical unit Borokiri, after spending 5 days in their custody for a yet to be established crime. Last Thursday, Loki's family put out a statement on social media seeking his whereabouts after informing the police that he had gone missing. But it was found out yesterday that he was arrested by the men of the IGP tactical team. Traumatized, Onisokumen, shortly after his release, explained how he was arrested by the men of the IGP tactical unit at Eneka Axis of Port Harcourt last week Thursday. Let's hear what this young man, this Nigerian, who by the way, I don't think is asking that Nigeria be buried right now. Let's hear what he had to say on his unfortunate experience at the hands of the IGP tactical unit.
It was on a Thursday afternoon. I came out to work. I was parked at a restaurant called Mary Jane. All of a sudden, someone grabbed me from behind. Next thing, they were like, I don't hold him. This is him. They took me into a car, a Lexus E350. Before I know this, one of them slapped me, punched me on my jaw. So that is how I kept quiet. They took me over to IGP Borokiri, and they said I shouldn't call anybody. The cell I was in, cell 3, I was kept in that cell and starved. They gave me food just once in 4 days.
Just once in 4 days. Now, the boat driver said his family was alerted by a man who was just released from detention.
According to them, that they will be moving me to Uyo anytime soon without any charges. They didn't tell me my offense, and I kept asking like, Oga, what did I do? They only showed me picture. The two faces they showed me. Obviously, I have never seen them before in my life. It was a miracle because I was really shocked when I saw everyone outside waiting for me. When the guy came in, he was like, guy, I know this face. He said, Rupoku. So I told him that she should please go to my house and inform my people that I have been arrested by the IGP monitoring team in Borokiri.
So that's the problem with the people like Loki. He doesn't understand security matters. He's asking, how can Loki be asking IGP monitoring tactical team what he did? What kind of question is that? Is a security matter? It's a security matter. even when you are arrested and you are slapped and you are punched on the jaw by IGP tactical monitoring team, you can't ask them why you are punched. The reason you are punched is a security it's a security matter. Oh my God. The reason the the reason for the dragging and the punching and the slapping is a security matter. It cannot be discussed or disclosed to you, ordinary civilian. When IGP tactical units capture you like this, it's a security issue. Even when you are punched, we cannot disclose it. It's a security matter. And security matters cannot be discussed anyhow, even to you who are punched. No. Now, back to the story. Mr. Lucky Onisokumen narrated his experience while in their custody for 5 days.
My experience in the cell was so horrible. Like, they bring in different people, especially at night. They tie them up. While in the cell, I was starved. They gave me food just once in 5 days. It was so... I need justice. I was so scared because I thought this might be my last. They did not allow me to contact anybody, not even my dad, not even a friend, nobody. Since that day on Thursday, they've been using my car. They shouldn't be kept in the streets, suffering innocent people. It's really, really bad.
Wait, I don't understand. I don't understand what's wrong with what's happening in this country. I don't understand why Lucky is talking. Let's say what Lucky was saying again. I don't understand.
My experience in the cell was so horrible. Like, they bring in different people, especially at night.
What's Lucky saying? Why is Lucky revealing security matters? Lucky is revealing security matters anyhow, talking about it anyhow. You see the problem with these people now. Now that Lucky has been let go, he's now revealing security secrets. National security matters. National.
They tied them up. While in the cell, I was starved. They gave me food just once.
You see the problem now? You see the problem? You see, if Lucky was not given food at all, will he be able to talk? Will he be able to talk to the media? Now, the problem is, see, now he's blaming them for giving him food. You see the problem now? You see how Nigerians are very, very, in fact, you see Nigerians, now he's complaining that they gave him, at least they gave him food. What if they didn't give him food at all? He will complain. They gave him food. He's complaining. See, you can't satisfy these Nigerians. There's nothing you can do that will make them happy.
5 days. It was so... I need justice. I was so scared because I thought this might be my last. They did not allow me to contact anybody, not even my dad, not even a friend, nobody. Since that day on Thursday, they've been using my car. They shouldn't be kept in the streets, suffering innocent people. It's really, really bad.
Okay. Well, our correspondent, Biruwari, reports that some of the family members and friends who visited the IGP Tactical Unit Burukiri are suspecting foul play, as they allege that the IGP Tactical Unit denied arresting the man until his red-colored Toyota Avalon car parked outside the station exposed them.
I was the person he called last, that he was going to Opobo, and we've been working with that information, thinking this man was in Opobo. They did not inform Rumokuro police station, arrested somebody, took him to Bokiri, and this man is using a Toyota Avalon ship. Me personally, I think these people were up to something. And the entire station was not aware. It was just that crew that arrested him that was aware of the arrest, which means they were up to something.
If we had missed today, maybe by tomorrow we might not even have met him. It is that bad. It was that scary. So I think the rogue police officer should be kept off the streets.
They need a reorientation. They need a digital database system. You arrested, apprehended someone, and you cannot give an information about the person. How can you just restrict a citizen from not communicating with his family? It is totally wrong. So I think the government should really look into this issue of policing system.
It's very important to forensically dissect the last statement you just heard. So I'm going to play that back again.
My experience in the cell was so horrible. Like, they bring in different people, especially at night. They tie them up. While
pardon me, that's the wrong one. We already heard Lucky a while ago. We're trying to listen to his family members now. So here's the one.
I was the person he called last that he was going to Opobo, and we've been working with that information thinking this man was in Opobo.
You see, that's the problem. This man should have been picked up also. This man has information to the matter that the tactical unit is investigating. See, this man talking should be picked up as well.
They did not inform Rumokuro police station, arrested somebody.
Are you going to tell the police how to do their job? Is he trying to say now that he can tell the police how to do their job?
Came to Borokiri, and this man is using a Toyota Avalon ship. Me personally, I think these people were up to something. And the entire station was not aware. It was just that crew that arrested him that was aware of their...
Don't worry. Don't worry. See, this is a security matter. We are all aware. Understand? But the security matter. Don't talk too much.
Arrest, which means they were up to something.
If we had missed today, maybe by tomorrow we might not.
Don't worry. By tomorrow we'll have had blood sugar. Blood sugar happens all the time. You understand? By tomorrow he will have had high blood sugar. Don't worry.
Even have met him. It is that bad. It was that scary. So I think the rogue police officer should be kept off the streets.
They need a reorientation. They need a digital database system. You arrested, apprehended someone, and you cannot give an information about the person. How can you just restrict a citizen from not communicating with his family? It is totally wrong. So I think the government should really look into this issue of policing system.
So these people don't understand how security matters work. They think security is just anyhow. Just anyhow. You understand? But quite seriously, to the CP Booker Friday, aka the versatile one. Our honorables and excellencies are condemning acts already. You know, governors have been attacked already right now. Even their convoys with their DSS and Mopo and everyone. Unfortunately, we hear in some states in the country, even police officers are being targeted now. It's also happened here in River State. Sadly. The truth of the matter is this. We're all in this together. It doesn't matter how protected you think you are because you have a uniform and you officially issued a rifle. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. And CPA Booker Friday, you have an opportunity here to write your name in gold. I'm not supposing it's going to be easy. I imagine that there are forces and there are factors working against you, more than I can possibly imagine. But you have an opportunity to do the right thing. AIGs and whoever they are, DIGs in charge of River State and beyond, you have an opportunity. DPOs, you have an opportunity to do the right. It's a choice, really. Whatever those factors are, extraneous as they might be, you have a choice to make to do the right thing. So do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Because, what's his name? He could have had blood sugar tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, he could have had blood sugar. And we'll be told that there was a man, the spokesman of the police, Namdo Emone, will inform all of us that there was a man abducted. He was arrested rather. He was arrested on suspicion of being the kingpin of a notorious kidnap ring. And while in custody, while he was helping the police with information, he had high blood sugar. High blood sugar. Like Chima Ikunado had, allegedly. So much time spent to it. That's it for today's rant. Any thoughts? Let's hear it. 0817 93 0002 or 0003 or 0007 or 0009. There was something I should have mentioned earlier on. I didn't. I'll mention it before 4 p.m. The lines are open. Join the conversation. Hello, Hasfat, you're welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Andy, and I'm calling you from Roboku.
Go ahead.
I think I should have let you know this aspect of the whole thing. That guy, they caught just narrated the whole thing. I think they should charge him for illegal malingering and bearing nonsense in mind. Yeah, that is the charge that maybe he did not know. That was what they told us, that they charged him for illegal malingering and bearing nonsense in mind. That was why they had to take him out from this other side of Port Harcourt to the other side of Port Harcourt. Now, as I'm talking to you, that IGP, they are something else in this our area. They are even after, now as I'm talking to you, they are judging land matters, land case. As I'm talking to you, you go and tell them their guy will just collide with one other club, 3 persons in the other side, and they will go and tell the person, if we help you, how many plots of land are you going to give us? That is what they do. As I'm talking to you right now. So what we're saying is they should help us. They are there on the street just for one purpose. And that purpose is what? Securing the lives and properties of people.
Yep.
So I think it's a nice thing for this event or this one to have come up. But the IGP, that has gone. Other ones, they have gone. This one now is not a problem. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, 973.
Yeah, good afternoon, Daya.
Hi, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Captain William. This case is one of them. One too many.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I'm tired of we always talking about this thing every now and then. I don't know. I think it is high time we start taking drastic decisions, drastic steps, you know, in putting an end to this menace. Because we don't know who that might be tomorrow. We don't know who might be the next your neighbor. So there are so many people too that might actually be missing like this, that also in that same police custody, that nobody actually knows about them. You just keep somebody missing.
Yeah.
I don't know that the police you went to report the missing person to is the police that is actually holding this. What kind of nation have we find ourselves? I've said it before. One of the best reform to do is to send the new youth copper. They should build that police department. We have too many of these bad eggs. So many. And the moment, you see, one thing I've also discovered, the moment one of those police people join one tactical unit, one tactical squad, you know, they like about something that is tactics. The moment they join one tactical squad, they forget about them being policemen. That's just the truth because of money they make. They make serious of money. Make serious of money with people's blood and people's sweat. Sometimes I don't know if they forget that karma really exists. You understand? So this is just getting so too much. We should keep talking because we should not just get tired. And I don't know the lawyers. I want to use this opportunity to also beg the lawyers. Please, people who are concerned, there are persons like this who are dying, who have even died, that people don't know about their cases. People don't even know. Some of them don't have who to cry to. Some of them don't know who to check up on them. Imagine, if that one does, if it wasn't fortunate to be seen by another person, that would have just been the end of his case.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dayo.
You're very welcome, sir. 913, hello.
Hello, Dayo. Good afternoon.
Hi, go ahead.
I'm Keith from Port Harcourt.
Go on, sir.
I really enjoy your program. You are a very nice guy. I like the way you talk. I've heard about so many things about this IGP team and what you are just saying now. So I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm shedding tears. Nigeria is in this shit. Please try your best. Anything you can do to educate the masses about what these people are doing. They are killing innocent people. People are dying innocently. Nigerians are neglecting so many things. Our senators, the president, the governors are not doing anything. Please, they are doing a nice job. God bless you. Keep doing it. I'm shedding tears. Seriously, tears.
Cool. Great to hear from
Thank you for what you are doing. God bless you.
You as well. Thanks for calling in. Hello, hard fact to welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hello, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Livingston.
Go on, Livingston.
You see, this Olopa them. Fortunate that Olopa in River State is the worst I have seen in the whole Nigeria. Because I'm a traveler that is graced. In Sapele, especially, I don't see any of this Olopa on the way. Even in Edo, like that. But almost every time. Last year only, 2020, how many dead boys died in Olopa hand? Unfortunate.
Right.
God bless you.
You as well. What to start from via WhatsApp? I don't know really. So many messages here, actually. Further Stanley goes, this police brutality has over and over gotten across the red line. I tend to ask if they are human. What are the authorities that be doing about this madness? It's incredible indeed. It's incredible. It was a sting operation, and sting operations are usually discreet. Lucky has sabotaged a sensitive sting operation. Police brutality isn't over just because SARS was disbanded. Nothing has been done about the rogue ex-SARS officers. Where are they? They're still in the force and probably in some new tactical units. Disbanding SARS was merely cosmetic, and that's Mike from the Versatile One. We're looking to you to address the ineptitude and high-handedness of your gallant men. But finally, it's come to our attention that in Rivers State here especially, whilst we know that there are people in the real estate business who may be fraudsters, there are many others who are doing credible business. And there are those who have bought properties or quote-unquote invested in properties who are unwilling to pay up. There's sensitive information that your names are being collated, and you may be publicly addressed soon. So if you've bought property, especially here in River State or its environs, go to your real estate dealer right now or your broker and go pay up. Go pay up what you're owing. Go and pay what you're owing. Doesn't matter how big a boy you think you are. Go and pay what you are owing. Otherwise, maybe this week or the week after, we'll be discussing you on this station, and you can contact your lawyers to write us, or at least write me personally. All right. So that's it. 4 p.m. We got the business news coming up right now. After which, please stay with us.